The opinions and views expressed by individuals during this broadcast are their own and may not be the same as this network, their groups, or other organizations they may be involved with.
It's Thursday night, the vibe's just right. With Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, brightest light. Turn up the volume, let your troubles slide. On the Knock Network, we take you for a ride. Great music fills your soul and mind. Every week a new surprise you will find. Peace and love in every beat so sweet. Join the journey, feel the rhythm in your feet. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go. Yes, to bring the fire, stories to inspire. With hearts wide open, we take it higher. Spreading joy and laughter, every single show. On the Knock Network, come and feel the glow. In the studio, the magic unfolds. Every Thursday night the story's told. With love and harmony the stage is set. Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, you can't forget. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go.
Namaste, salutations, and good vibes. It's Thursday night or Friday Eve, however you wish to describe it. You've been through the worst, and now it's a glide to the weekend. And I tell you what, I am looking forward to 2 weekends away, 3 weekends away.
3 weekends.
3 weekends away. It's going to be our favorite festival of the year. But before we get to that, because we have Guy COOKSEY from Herbal Roots that's going to be on tonight telling us all about the festival, and especially what I want to hear about is the glass blowers, because that's what makes this festival special. But again, before we get there, a couple of updates. The band is coming along little by little. We will hopefully have it out by Herbal Roots, but I don't know. It's going to be a heavy lift. It's going to be the tires more than anything, getting those taken care of. Plates and insurance, but get some new skins on it, because I don't know how far I would drive it. The tread's great. It's just all the cracks on the sidewalls that kind of concern me. And if you weren't aware, because I'm not a big basketball fan, however, with the Pacers, the Indiana Pacers playing in the national championship against the Oklahoma City Thunder, I have heard all of this stuff about how the Thunder was the best team during the season. You know, they were a #1 seed. Pacers were a #4 seed. I'm telling you, and I'm the only one that's going to tell you, I think the Pacers are going to win the championship, and I think it's going to come down to coaching. Their coach has been there. He has won a championship. He knows what it takes. He's been through the process. And Oklahoma
Well, geez.
Hey, and we are having some moofies tonight.
We're having some technical issues.
Yeah, some technical issues, as it seems to be the case on a regular basis. But I know why it kicked me, because it doesn't want to hear this.
It doesn't want to hear about basketball.
It doesn't want to hear about basketball, but I'm telling you, I think the Pacers are gonna take this. I think they're gonna win Game 4 at home, and then it's one more game after that. So I think that yeah, I think the Pacers are going to win it 4-3. That is my take on this. I hope everybody is doing well. Spark one up for the prohibition state of Indiana. We need to get out here and change the laws. So support.
Well, now they're like kicking back on federal laws, trying to take away a bunch of shit federally, like where patients, weren't getting in trouble before under federal law. Well, now they're trying to make it to where they can.
Yeah.
So
It's a mess.
Fight.
It's a mess. But we've got to fight. We've come too far to acquiesce now. So it's this is far too important. Let's bring our guest up tonight, Guy COOKSEY, owner of Herbal Roots.
Herbal Essentials.
Herbal Essentials.
Herbal Essentials.
Herbal Essentials.
Same thing, different name.
Yeah.
How's it going tonight, guys? How's everybody doing?
Back when I had hair, I used Herbal Essence.
That's why I keep a hat on my head. I don't have much of it left.
Right. Well, I don't have any of it left.
See, so for about, I don't know, 20 years of my life, I kept my head shaved clean like that. But my wife's a hairdresser and very much insists that I keep a little hair on my head. So, you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. So I got what I can on there.
Well, yes, definitely keep her happy. Absolutely. Guy, thank you for joining us. And we have said this many times.
Absolutely. I know exactly what he's going to say. Your
festival is our favorite of all that we go to.
Every year.
Every year, we just say this is the vibe. This is the energy that should be there. You attract a good crowd. You have great vendors. You just got great energy going there, Guy.
I appreciate that. That's the big thing, is bringing those cool, nice, peaceful, easy, relaxed vibes, an environment that everybody feels comfortable, and not trying to toot our own horn, but that's exactly what we wanted, man. And we are grateful that you guys enjoy it so much.
Oh, we do. We love it. Again, the vibe and the energy is just amazing at your events, and I look forward to it every single year. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of it again this year.
Absolutely, yeah.
You bailed me out last year when I had zero voice to speak for myself. You went up there and did it for me, and I'm forever grateful for that. And, we couldn't ask for a cooler person to be involved with CANNAFEST. I think that having you up there on the stage, you're one of the best faces we could put along with us to have up there as a good, positive representative for what we're trying to bring to the table with this thing. So you're perfect for what we wanted, and I'm grateful for the collaboration.
Well, thank you, and yes, I am looking forward to it. I'm already thinking about I've got a great choice of clothing. So I'm already thinking about what I should wear, and hopefully we'll have the van. We're going to camp.
Regardless, we're going to camp.
Yeah, regardless, we're going to camp. So whether we'll be in the tent or we'll be in the van, but I'm really looking forward to getting to hang out and fellowship with anybody that wants to hang out. I think this is going to be a good time.
We're actually going to set up a little area there at the festival. So in comparison to the last couple of years, the last few years, the venue that we had was kind of a really open area, not a lot of shade, not a lot of trees. The one building that was nice and air conditioned, but it was great for the space. but it wasn't the most perfect to be out there in the hot sun all day. So the new venue
Yeah.
is.
Oh no,
Go
end
ahead.
of August, 100 degrees. We were all dying last year.
Yep. So now we're at the end of June. It should be much earlier and hopefully catch, the better chance of catching a nice cooler day. And the area that we're at is all shaded in. There's trees everywhere. Right in front of the stage is really about the biggest open area that you're going to find. Otherwise, to either side of the stage, there's big trees and shaded areas. There's a hillside, kind of would remind you of like a very small scale version of like the Red Rocks, how the hillside kind of wraps around where the stage is at. We got a very similar thing. The stage kind of sits down into a really cool bowl out there, and we'll have vendors that are lined up and around the hillside, and people can sit on the hill to enjoy the stage vibes. But off to the side, we're going to have a cool yurt tent set up that people can climb in there and have a cool little smoke session. We're going to have some hammocks popped up, so you can be 50 feet away from the stage, laying in a hammock and having a good old time, just kind of hanging out this year. In the shade too, in the shade.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is going to be an amazing time. And you had glass blowers from all over the country at your event. But this year is going to be a little different. You're going to be showcasing local talent.
Yes, sir. We are, as much as I love my friends from out of town, this year we're going with refocus a little bit on just our local folks. Trying to focus up here on my 815 area code area, guys that are local to me and near to me, people that I've known for years and had in the past. Andrew Kowchek will be there. I usually have one on and I forgot to put it on before the show, but he does the glass chains out there each year. Amazing artist, been blowing glass for years, been a cool enough guy to gives me a lot of tips and tricks on how to learn on the torch. I bought my own setup and I've been trying to figure out how to be a glass blower, and I'm grateful enough to have friends like him to show me the ropes and teach me things. So he's a McChesney Park, Rockford area artist. We also have Joe Wallander coming back this year. He was there the first year for CANNAFEST. Glendale Heights, Chicagoland area artist. Great guy, amazing work. Can do anything from glass coffee cups. If you go check out Wallander Glass on Instagram, man, does he make some really cool cups and things. I mean, he can do pretty much everything. And really, really clean artist. I mean, great guy. And we
That's
also have
awesome.
Max Arn coming out. Now, I've just recently met Max. I have actually bought his work before and never had a chance to meet him or talk with him really. I reached out to him. I had heard, I didn't know exactly where he was from. So I reached out to him and said, hey, do this cool little festival. I'd like to invite you out. And come to find out, he's actually only about 25 minutes up the road from me in Rochelle, Illinois. Real cool guy. We hit it off great on the phone. Felt like he was the right kind of vibe to bring, to the festival as a new artist that we've not had out before. So he'll be showing up again, and we're looking at having one or two more folks come out potentially. I know Joe Wallander will be bringing his good friend Jonathan with him. He was also out year one and was making some cool stuff as well. So they're kind of a good team. When one guy needs a break off the torch, the other one hops on so that they can keep the show rolling and never have a dull moment where they're blowing glass at. So other than that, just a couple of potential surprise pop-up artists. We got to see what happens. I don't want to give out too much. You have to come and see the rest.
Right on. Well, that is so cool because these folks are, truly artists. That they do all kinds of different work, and because a lot of times when you go to these festivals, and that's what makes yours so cool and so unique, is you see more artists and natural people or natural art than you do at a lot of other festivals. A lot of other festivals, all you see is pipes. That's all or bongs, but now, you're seeing other, truly glass art. And that's what I'm loving.
One of the guys last year made a wine glass while he was there. We've seen a lot of cool little sculpture, little smaller scale sculpted items, but really cool stuff being made at the fest. Of course, they knock out pipes and stuff like that too. But what a lot of guys tend to focus on is smaller, little cool individual little pennies and small things that they can make variants of, a smaller one of these or a smaller one of those. I really, man, the things that I see on the tables when these guys come to the shows and set out all the stuff that they have for sale, it blows my mind. I'm aspiring to be a glass artist of some caliber, but good Lord, the stuff some of these guys can do, and they do it with such ease and make it look so simple. And then I'm over here fumbling around glass and burning myself going, well, how the hell did they do that? So it's man, I love watching those guys. And again, I've gotten to be good friends with those guys. I'm grateful enough to call those fellows my friends and say that they, have helped us out as much as they have through the years as well.
Well, that is cool, because it sounds like not only are they friends, but they're also mentors. And they're going to help you along with your craft.
Yeah, big shout out to Brett Leverett, Mountain Pine Glass. He's helped me a lot through the last couple of years of, he was really the person that kind of guided me and what I should be buying for a beginner level artist as far as a torch and a good kiln, and gave me a lot of advice and really helped me with a lot of his connections in the glass industry to help me get my materials at the affordable costs and get them from the right places that were good and reliable and quick about getting the stuff to us for the festival. So big shout out to Brett. He's always had our back when it comes to anything glass. So you guys go check him out too. He's an amazing, amazing artist. Some of the stuff that guy can blow my mind. He makes crabs and hummingbirds and oh my God, it's crazy. Super cool stuff.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. I tell you, I am digging it. I am digging it. Well, you know what? We have some music that is from the band that is going to be playing at the festival.
So we're going to give you a little sample.
We're going to play some Rude Punch. And I'll tell you what, I think you're going to dig these folks. I know I do, but you're going to be able to come out and see them live. So let's roll a little Rude Punch, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Flashback, 1993, singing UB40, boy in the backseat, no Madonna.
Now I can imagine kick back in a hammock, highly medicated, listening to these folks live. I'm telling you, they have a vibe and a groove that I can't wait to see them live.
I'm telling you, we tried to get them to come out last year, but they were already booked up for the weekend last year. So I've been listening to their music and jamming to their stuff on and off for the last year. And when I reached out to them this year and they said, "Yeah, we got that available date," I damn near jumped out of my chair like, yes, because we've been trying hard for the last couple of years to get a solid reggae band out there. And to be honest, in my neck of the woods over here, it's hard to find a reggae band. Period. End of story. So to find some guys that got a really cool vibe going on, a really cool sound, I'm like, we couldn't have been happy.
Oh yeah, and they have a reggae rock. I don't know, experimental vibe to them. It's not just straight reggae.
Yeah,
I was really digging the sound.
I agree. Just a really cool, like I said, they got a lot of music over on YouTube. Anybody watching, go check them out over on YouTube. Whole lot of uploaded songs over there. It's some of the music goes back to 12, 13 years ago, I believe, that it was uploaded to YouTube. So they've been together for a long time, and I'm assuming that goes part of why the vibe is so solid when they play.
Oh, right on. Well, yeah, it's amazing that a band's been releasing for that long, and let's definitely give Root Punch some
Give them some love. Go give them a like and a follow. And
yeah, man, I tell you, this event is going to be amazing, and they're not the only ones. You have a group that you kind of not contract with, but is it a studio or is it just a group of musicians that?
Yep, it's Rosebrook. It used to be Rosebrook Studios, but now they go by Rosebrook Hall. They just actually accomplished getting a new facility. The building that they were in a couple of years back had some serious structural issues, and they had to get out of that building. But long story short, those guys, they're a great nonprofit organization. Once they get their building up and full running, if you had a little band that you guys were just learning how to play and together, and you weren't really going out and doing gigs and wanted to really quite be in front of a big crowd, you could go over to Rosebrook and talk to those guys and say, "Hey, can we come during your open mic night and play, do a little jam?" And they're just a really something fell over in the garage. They're just a really great group of people that do a lot of, like I said, a lot of nonprofit cool shit. And they're providing most of the artists for us for about 3/4 of the day, all the way up until Rude Punch goes on stage. And in fact, the J Bro duo that is performing that day, as well as the Sundog, those bands feature Jay Bond, who's one of the head people at Rosebrook that helps us get this whole thing going. He's the guy that's came out the last couple of years. He runs all of our sound for us through the day. In the last years has done most of the emceeing through the day and just in general covering my butt when it comes to the music. And we put 10% of all of our proceeds from the festival go directly back to Rosebrook to help them out with what they got going on and keep their mission going so that they can keep working on their building and get all the things that they need to do to continue them to help the community. So really cool, really awesome group of people. Kathy Seghetti is also one of the head honchos over there who will be performing that day as well throughout the day. Awesome people. All of them play music, and it's again, they're part of what makes our festival have those relaxed vibes.
so Steve-O has the flyer of the music lineup queued up so he could put it up. So we could get Steve-O to put that flyer up, the music lineup.
Well, I've worked, have met and hung out with a lot of the folks up there over the last few years. They are great, and the music and the talent that they have at their disposal and the folks. And you're right, it is a incredible group of individuals. Yeah, and now that we have
music line up there.
So actually, just shortly before I came on the show, the 4:10 to 5:10 slot right there, the Profo Bones had to cancel, unfortunately for us. But we're going to do something a little different during that phase anyway. So we had already been cussing and discussing potentially doing kind of a big 420, getting everybody up there in front of the stage. I want everybody within the festival right there, front and center in front of that stage to do a big 420 smoke out. Everybody spark one up. We're going to throw some freebies off the stage at 420 and give everybody a little love, get some cool pictures and videos, and just send a really, really big cloud up in the air for 420 this year. So that 4:10 to 5:10 slot is going to be a little different than what it looks there on the paper. But all of those musicians, other than Rude Punch, is provided to us by Rosebrook Studios. Again, Jay does an amazing job at getting some local artists that do a lot of acoustic type of jams, or it's a duo or trio on stage at most that vibe together really cool, super laid back stuff. And again, it's a big portion of makes what we do out there.
You know, I think when you look back at this in hindsight, I think the cancellation of the band is unfortunate, but I think it's going to work out beautifully. I think that this is going to really, really work. Well, unfortunately, we are up to that everybody's favorite time in the program, our intermission. So you have 4 minutes and roughly 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go do whatever you need to do. But be back here for a continued conversation with Guy Cooksey. I'll tell you what, we're talking about a festival. If you don't make any other festivals this year,
This should be the one you go to.
This is the one that you want to go to. So we'll be right back. Roll that beautiful intermission, Steve-O.
Hey, hi, my name is John Mark, aka Sublimator Warrior, and I would like to welcome you to Smoke Signal in Tyndinaga.
One dab make your whole dome drip sweat. One dab make the homies all dip set. One dab, only really need one dab. One dab.
Smoke Signal is a medical dispensary where you can get all your products and needs.
Vaping a whole bunch. Might just start laying up the blunts. God. Ooey, ooey, gooey, that's a sticky dab. Sticky dab. Might just have to put this one on Instagram. Go and hold it in, feel it in your ribs.
So come and check us out in Tyndonega. 55 Highway 49 in Tyndonega. It's on the res, and we're open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 7 days a week.
Are you a Northern Ontario resident searching for credible information on cannabis as a medicine? No Sir is here to help. Established in 2013, Northern Ontario Cannabis Education and Resources is here for you. No Sir Director Kim Cooper brings you 45 plus years experience utilizing cannabis as a medicine, and she is spreading that education across the North. Activism, referrals, resources, and more at No Sir. Don't be a jackass. Say no, sir, to propaganda with No Sir. Find them at www.nocer.ca.
Advertising space available at NOK. Contact us for a rate sheet at knocknetwork.com.
Dudes and dudettes, enjoy the show, man.
Hey, and we are back with Guy Cooksey from Herbal.
Guys, if we miss your
Essential.
comments, I apologize because we don't have any way to see them on the phone that we're streaming from, and we're not on a computer. So I apologize for not saying hi to y'all, but hello, everybody out there.
Yes, hello, everybody, and let us remind you to check out Master Rochi's Garden, masterrochesgarden.com, for all of your CBD and hemp derivative needs.
So yeah, like I said, I can't see comments, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, the music, it's, you're right, Guy. The music is what really gives your festival that vibe.
I don't think so. I think it's everything.
Well, I think the music really sets the base. That's what everything's built off of. But you have some wonderful, absolutely beautiful vendors that show up there, and it's kind of like a reunion every year when we show up.
Right? It's a big family get together.
We do have a good portion of the vendors returning again this year that you guys are used to seeing all them good smiling faces with everybody from shout out to some of those vendors. B&D Oddities, the gal that comes out with the really cool wood cutouts every year that are painted. She does amazing artwork. You got one there?
Yeah, I
got a big mushroom.
Ever so slightly. That's a 6 foot tall, give or take 5.5 foot tall mushroom that she did for us last year for the festival. That'll be out there again this year. But it hangs here in my garage in the meantime. So shout out to her. Abbott Crafts, CDEX Creations, 34 Mondo, Matt Pierce over there. Oh, hey, you guys got an awesome mushroom too. That's cool. Hell yeah. That's awesome. But some of them folks, come out every year for us and turn out, and they have a great time. Our vendors always seem to do very well. They don't have bad days, and that does happen when you're self-employed and doing any kind of pop-ups. So it turns out great for everybody. And like you said, the vibe helps add to it, whether you have the greatest sales day as a vendor or a mediocre day, it was a cool day at the same time. You had a fun time. So, again, those vendors and the variant of things that we're allowed to bring out there, the cool variations of these types of artworks or resin creation, some of the cool tumblers and cups you even see out there, from the glass blowers to my daughter will be out there this year doing house plants. She's got a whole big old setup of house plants that she'll be selling. I think she's got some
macrame stuff too, doesn't she?
do macrame stuff too. She just came and stole a big clothing rack thing from us last night. She could hang stuff up and do multiple at a time. And so she's been hard at work making her houseplants and macrames. And she's made Chelsea, she just came over earlier, or yesterday anyway. She came to get that from us, and she brought my wife this cool little macrame keychain that she's making that's got little crystals on the inside, and just some cool stuff that she brings to the table every year. You know, Grow Room Genetics will be back out. Slang and Rainbows, Mr. Justin Wiki. Shout out to him. He did these awesome tie-dyes for us last year on our shirt. He will be back returning this year again. We just saw him at Keefe CANNAFEST. Awesome tie-dye guy. So yeah, a lot of returning vendors and having those really cool hippie items for sale, you know, those unique handmade fun things that you might not find other places. You don't sure as hell find most of the stuff that's going to be out there at Walmart or your local shopping center. You know what I mean? So really cool, fun, unique stuff brought to you by each and every vendor out there. And we got some really cool sponsors this year too. Peaceful Pines Hemp Farm is going to be sponsoring for us this year, coming back as a returning vendor, like we were saying. Really cool products they got going on. I know they've given me some gummies last year that I'm just going to say thumbs up, good job. We got JJM Printing that did the screen printing on the shirt from last year and this year. You guys will have to see the new shirts when you get there. But they're sponsoring as well this year. Goat Genetics, find them on Instagram. Just locked in the last few days as a sponsor. Really cool guy. Me and him had another one of those folks that I've not yet had the opportunity to meet. He's a new vendor, new sponsor. But we had a very long conversation on the phone. Seemed like a really cool guy. I think that that's another, you know, building relationship that was going to be a long-term thing that, you know, helping add to that CANNAFAM vibe that we create out there. So again, shout out to all those vendors and returning and new sponsors.
And of course, you're going to have Dab and Daniel and Jeff Restricted and them guys all out, and that's just a fun time.
Well, unfortunately, Jeff and Bob Burton, a part of the crew, can't make it this year. Dan and Daniel will be there, but Jeff and the other guys can't make it out. You know how life is; things get to be in that way. Jeff only is he's a hardworking guy out there in New York, and he's on limited vacation time. In the last 2 years, he's used that vacation time to come out here and spend it with us. This year, he's taking his family on a vacation, taking his kids to a nice Florida vacation, I believe, and I don't blame him by any means. So we won't be seeing a smiling face, but he's actually, I mean, he's doing the right thing in my opinion. I would prioritize my family before coming to a pot fest in Illinois too. So, but he is still making a big contribution to the festival on the side. He's actually, again, one of our top tier sponsors for the event. Dab and Daniel as well. Can't thank him enough. You know, these guys I talk to every day, Daniel and Jeff, we're in a group chat talking to each other just like this multiple times a day, in fact. And Daniel's locked in as a big sponsor for the event this year. He's actually taking care of all of the festival merch. So I don't know if he's still on my Facebook back up on my computer. I might see if he's still in the comments. Daniel, leave the comments over here still. Let's see if he's around. We might be able to get Dab and Daniel to sneak up on the camera real quick if you guys would like to see a quick sneak peek of what the festival hats are going to be.
Absolutely. I can send Daniel the link.
Yeah, if we let's definitely.
Let me send Daniel the link real quick and maybe we can get him to pop up.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
One more time in the comments. But he's got the like I said, he's been taking care of a lot for us and helping out huge. I mean, without his support, again, it's one of those guys we couldn't do this without. He's helped me immensely over the last 3 years build this into what it's turning into. So again, shout out to Daniel. But he's got the hats, the shirts, the festival bracelets. We have what else am I thinking of? Some stickers and some other items you'll have to wait to see when you get there. That Daniel's going to be providing for us and have a cool merch booth set up. So make sure to check that stuff out. Even if he doesn't get a chance to get in here, the merch is really cool. I'm very proud of what we created this year for the merchandise.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to give Dan a few seconds to connect with Daniel. And while we're waiting, what we'll do, hi, Kim Cooper, how are you tonight? Let's play a little bit more Root Punch. And that'll give us a chance to connect with Daniel and get him up here towards the end of the show. So, yeah, I'll tell you what, this is a band that you're going to be hearing headline the festival. So let's roll some Root Punch.
I sent Daniel the link.
Yep, these are the comments.
Standing in the rain, no shoes upon your feet. Here we go again. If you're walking all alone, barefooted on the street, feel the weight of the world when the world is at your feet. When you get a little hand and it still just ain't enough, just to get you by till you're sitting out of love. I can see it in your eyes that you're never giving up. Never throw the towel, never say that it's too tough. Keep looking up ahead and keep walking to the beat. Positivity, that is where you gotta be. Someday soon you're gonna find out what it means. Go with the flow, and that is where you find me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Pushing through, keep up the pressure when the pressure is on you. If you're sleeping life away, dreaming of your exceptions, never build a dream filled with only intention. You're living up your best life, thinking that you might like walking on the other side. The grass will always be green when you're looking for better things, but what you want isn't what you're gonna need. You gotta rock the boat to keep the ship from tipping. Trust your intuition, you're the captain of the mission. Life's too short for you to keep complaining. Go with the flow, is what I've been saying. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me. Smooth sailing, that's how it's got to be. Smooth sailing, that's all I want for me.
we have. There we go. My mic is now unmuted. That was more Root Punch. I tell you, the more I listen to them, the more I'm digging what they're doing. We'll have to talk about maybe trying to get them on the show to talk about how they're digging and where they're playing out.
They have an upcoming show actually this Saturday, I believe it is, in Iowa. Let me pull this back up. I just had it in front of me a couple of minutes ago. I tagged them in. Not sure if they're watching by chance, but it's this Saturday. It's the West Side Reggae Festival in Davenport, Iowa. They got Sublime performing as well as Stick Figure and a few other pretty good sized bands. So they're performing this weekend, and people are in that Iowa neck of the woods get a chance to go see them.
Man, I didn't know Iowa was rocking the music scene that hard. I would love to see Stick Figures. I've never got to see them live, but
I
love
aspire to hope that maybe in the next few years we can be at that kind of level with our musicians that we're bringing in. Man, it would be great for this thing to grow into that kind of a vibe. That's the aspirations. Whether we, I'm going to aim for the moon, and if nothing else, I'll land in the stars somewhere, man.
Right on. That is the whole idea. I am behind that philosophy 100%. We get Daniel. There's Daniel. Damn it, Daniel himself. How are you, my friend?
Doing good. How's everyone doing?
Doing well.
They kept the live off of your timeline.
Oh,
I was just trying to find it. I was just trying to pull it up for the live from my Herbal Roots CANNAFEST page on my computer, and I cannot find it for the life of me.
It took me a minute to find it to join the live, and then I just got the link. So I was like, "What the hell?"
Well, Crystal said they pulled the live.
Well, I found it now on your page.
Oh, okay.
But
and then when I kept trying to just comment, it kept trying to tell me to link my YouTube. I was like, "What the hell?" But I was in the backstage, though, so I don't know. I don't know if it's because I was partially on the show. That's why they're trying to make me link to YouTube to comment, or what? Because I was backstage.
Yeah, I know. He's been doing some weird stuff lately, so who knows?
Damn it, Daniel. Guy is telling me that you've got some stuff to show us. Tell me about what you've done, my friend.
Well, we got a little merch. Got a little merch. Got some merch for the show, man. Pretty fire. That's one.
Not the only one, though. There's more.
There's more.
We went with multiple different styles this year for the Festy hat. Multiple color variations, multiple styles. Each one of the patches that you see on the hats all have their own different little pinstriping and cool little things. Each one of those patches is actually fully riveted onto the front of the hats. Really cool company that we were able to link up with and get these things made, and we absolutely love them. They are awesome.
Everybody loves the green one. Everybody loves the green one.
Chelsea's over here going, man, I can't wait to get.
Call me crazy, but I was digging the red with the plaid.
That's actually got like a khaki color mixed in there instead of the typical white that you would see in like a plaid type of thing. I hate to say it this way, it's kind of almost red and gold, almost 49ers.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's got a 49er vibe to it for sure.
It's a really cool hat. I love them all.
Yeah, they're all fine.
I'll tell you, there's something for everyone. If you can't find something you like, then you're just not right, because the selection is amazing.
Stickers, hats.
Yeah, we got a good little batch of rubber bracelets, your little simple Herbal Roots CANNAFEST bracelets that we do every year. Those are awesome. We got those in a bunch of colors that Daniel's got there with him. He's our merch guy this year. year, so he's been taking care of all that stuff.
All right, Daniel, man, you are doing a hell of a job.
Then we got the red and the black. Well, we've got 5 or 6 different colors to do too. My favorite. It's tied off.
So what we went with the wider bracelet too. Typically, you see those rubber bracelets in a thinner style, but we went with the bigger, thicker bracelet this year.
Oh, cool. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to get you guys back on before the festival, like the Thursday before the festival, and talk about this some more, because unfortunately we're just about out of time.
Right.
Oh yeah, the black and the green one.
I like them all.
And before we pop down and quit talking about the fest, I do want to give a shout out to the Who Else Social Club over here in Nelson, Illinois. They're the ones that have the venue that we're using to host the festival at. Great group of guys. We're very grateful for those fellas letting us use the property and providing such awesome things. I've been able to build a really good relationship with those fellas, and man, I can't wait to be able to keep that marriage up, as well as Inkstorm Tattoos. I cannot forget to give those guys a really quick shout out. They will be there in full effect this year and not shut down in any way, shape, or form, and tattooing all weekend this weekend. So those guys are our last couple sponsors I wanted to make sure we say thank you to before I close this whole thing out.
So here's something funny. You know, I used to go to Who Else Land for concerts when I was in high school.
Oh yeah, my mom actually. We were talking, and like her high school graduation year, she was going to parties out there. My dad played in bands for years and years and years, and used to play on that stage when he was younger. So it's kind of it's cool that it's coming full circle to, my parents have been hanging out there since they were kids, and now I'm able to link up with these guys and do something this cool. It's an awesome thing.
Generational energy. I love it. Guys, tell them where they can find you with herbal essentials.
Well, as far as the glass shop goes, we're working on all of that. We're going to be relinking the glass shop here real soon. It will be renamed the 815 Glass Gallery, because we're going to try to go with a little bit different of an angle with the glass stuff. Like you said, the artists that we work with, a lot of times they don't just do pipes. They do cups, they do shot glasses, they do coffee mugs, they do sculptures, they do a whole entourage of different things. So rather than having our focus strictly at only cannabis related items, we want to be able to bring everything to people. Stuff like Daniel's showing off there, memorial pendants. That's a big thing that I get asked about a lot, is, whether it's a loved one or an animal that passed, all of these types of things that we can offer to people. I want not only Facebook and their AI that like to ban me for everything, but everybody else to understand glass blowing doesn't just center around pipes and bongs. There's a whole world of things that entails. So we'll be able to find that page on Facebook and Instagram. Otherwise, for Herbal Roots CANNAFEST, you can find us here on Facebook for the CANNAFEST page. We do have an Instagram page that we just recently relaunched. It's Herbal Roots 815. You can find us over there on Instagram. Keep up with all the information for the festival. We have an event page to keep updated with as well.
Wonderful. Deb and Daniel, tell them where they can find you.
Facebook, Daniel Wright or Deb and Daniel, or Instagram. I don't remember my Instagram name. Facebook for now, yeah.
Facebook at Dab and Daniel. You can also check them out at Dub Deals over there. Dub Deals will be relaunching, I think, pretty soon.
Dub Deals is coming back soon.
I'll help you. I'll put you on the spot. I'll make sure to help plug you, buddy.
Right.
Well, I want to thank both of you for stopping by. I tell you, this is my favorite festival of the year, and I have no doubt that this one's going to rank even higher than the past few. But yeah, I would like to get you guys back on if you have time, like the Thursday before the festival, to kind of let everybody know, hey, this weekend.
It's a possibility. I don't know how many of the folks watching, or if you guys are familiar with Michael from Oklahoma, that they call him Little Pecker, is his luchador name, I do believe. They are actually the Dwarfenators Wrestling is going to be 15 minutes from my house over in Rock Falls, Illinois that Thursday, and Daniel's going to be coming to town that Thursday. So we may. I mean, I would pop up, no question, right there from the event while we're there. It might be a little loud in the background.
Bring him on with you.
I think we're going to go check him out that Thursday. So we can potentially make that work, no question. But I might have to be on a little mute for a minute or two.
That's fine. But yeah, bring him on with you. We'd love to say hi.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you guys. If you want to hang out backstage for a few minutes, we can talk a little bit more. But we're going to wrap things up, and just thank you so very much.
Oh yeah,
Guy and Dave.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having me up. Thank you very much.
All right, if you hang out backstage, we'll talk to you after the show.
Yep, in just a minute or two. What two incredible guys, and I tell you what, I can't say enough about this festival.
No, I know this is our favorite one.
The vibe, the music, the vendors, just everything, just fits.
Yep, it's a good one. And Steve-O is going to be there with us.
And Steve-O, our executive producer, our engineer extraordinaire, is going to be hanging out with us. We are going to be going live from the event. So, stay tuned for more information. And we're going to be playing a lot more Root Punch between now and then, because those guys are incredible.
They are. So, you guys, remember, smile at somebody. You may be the only one that does.
And have a safe and fabulous, amazing weekend. We'll see you back here next Thursday for more Thursday Night Vibes. Check out MasterRoachesGarden.com, MasterRoachesGarden.com for all your hemp derivative needs. And until then, and as always, peace, love, and good vibes all. Good night.
Woo-hoo-hoo! It's Thursday night, the vibe's just right. With Master Roachy, Mama Roachy, brightest light. Turn up the volume, let your troubles slide. On the Knock Network, we take you for a ride. Great music fills your soul and mind. Every week a new surprise you will find. Peace and love in every beat so sweet. Join the journey, feel the rhythm in your feet. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Roachy crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go. Guests that bring the fire, stories to inspire. With hearts wide open, we take it higher. Spreading joy and laughter every single show on the Knock Network. Come and feel the glow. In the studio, the magic unfolds. Every Thursday night, the story's told. With love and harmony, the stage is set. Master Rochi, Mama Rochi, you can't forget. Namaste to the night, let's groove so high. With the Rochi crew, we'll touch the sky. Tune in every week, let the good times flow. Thursday night vibes, a place to go.